For item number 4, we need to divide each term of the numerator by the square root of y before we proceed with the integration process. So number 4, the integral of y raised to the power 3/2 plus 4y minus 3, all of these terms divided by square root of y, then multiplied by dy. So to solve this, we need to divide each term individually by the square root of y. Integral of y to the 3/2 divided by square root of y plus 4y divided by square root of y minus 3 divided by square root of y, then the whole thing is multiplied by dy. Okay, then we will transform this radical into exponential form. So we can rewrite this as integral of y to the 3/2 divided by y to the power 1/2 plus 4y divided by y to the power 1/2 minus 3 divided by y to the power 1/2, and everything is multiplied by dy. Then we will apply the law of exponent, and we will use this concept in algebra that if you have x to the power m multiplied by x to the power n, we can rewrite this as x to the power m plus n. So we have here same base, x to the m may x siya, x to the n another x, so we'll take only one of the x's here and then add the exponents or the power. So we have x to the m plus n. So for our given here, we will use the principle of x to the m divided by x to the n, which is equivalent to x to the m times x to the minus n. So the rule here is that if you have the same base for your numerator and denominator and different exponent, even if they are of the same exponents or power, so we can bring this up and then we just change the sign of the exponent, so it becomes negative. From positive it becomes negative, or if this is negative then this becomes positive, and then apply this law of exponent. So we have x to the power m plus negative n, or simply this is equivalent to x to the power m minus n. So we will use this concept to solve our integral here. So we have to rewrite this integrand into a form where we can apply this principle. So rewriting, we have integral of y to the 3 halves. Then following this concept, so we can bring this denominator up, multiplied it by the numerator, so y to the 1/2, but this time this becomes negative. We change the sign of the exponent. Then plus 4 times y multiplied by, again bringing up this denominator and changing its sign, or the sign of the exponent of the denominator, so this becomes negative 1/2. Then minus, we have 3 times y to the negative 1/2. Then again, all this multiplied by dy. So applying this concept, we can now rewrite this further as integral of y to the 3 halves, then minus 1/2. So following this one, so exponents same base, different exponents, then the sign of exponents are different, so this is minus. So positive here, negative here, so x to the m minus n. So we have y to the m, parang m natin to, minus n. So plus 4 times y to the, this is understood to be, or to have an exponent of 1. So we have 1, then multiplied by y to the minus 1/2. So you just subtract by its exponent for the second y. Then minus 3 times y to the negative 1/2, again multiplied by dy. So now we can integrate each term individually, rewriting this as integral of y to the 3 halves minus 1/2 dy, then plus the integral of 4 y to the 1 minus 1/2 times dy, then minus integral of 3 times y to the minus 1/2 dy. Then let us evaluate first the powers or the exponents of each term, y with exponents. So for the first term, the power of y is 3 halves minus 1/2. So this is equivalent to, so finding the LCD, which is 2 divided by 2, 1 times 3 is 3, minus, so this is minus, so minus also, 2 divided by 2, 1 times 1 is 1, so this is 3 minus 1 equals 2, divided by 2 equals 1. So this is integral of y to the power or to the exponent 1 dy plus 4 is constant, so we have to isolate it. So 4 times the integral of y to the 1 minus 1 half. So 1 minus 1 half. 1 minus 1 half. So equal to, so this one here is understood to be over 1. Find the LCD, which is 2. 2 divided by 1 is 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2 divided by 2 equals 1 times 1 equals 1. So we have 1 over 2 or 1 half. So the power of y here is 1 half and multiplied by dy. Then minus, we have 3 is constant, integral of y to the minus 1 half times dy. So we can now apply the formula. So in this case, we can use the power formula, which is integral of u to the n du is equivalent to u to the n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. So we'll use this formula to solve this integral, and we'll do it for each term. So we have integral of y to the power 1 or exponent equal to 1 times dy. So using the formula, so this is y to the power 1 plus 1, which is equivalent to 2 divided by 2, and plus 4 times y to the power 1 half plus 1. So what is 1 half plus 1? So 1 half plus 1 is equal to, this is understood to be over 1. So CD is 2. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1 times 1, 1 plus 2 divided by 1 is 2 times 1, that is 2 also. So equal to 3 halves or 3 over 2. So this will be the power or exponent of this y here in the second term. So 3 halves. So we are applying the power formula. So this is also divided by 3 halves. Minus 3 y, 3 times y to the power minus 1 half plus 1. So what is 1 half? Minus 1 half plus 1. So minus 1 half plus 1 equals, this is understood to be over 1. So the CD here is 2 again. 2 divided by 2, 1 times negative 1, so negative 1 plus 2 divided by 1 is 2 times 1 is positive 1, positive 2 equal to, so minus 1 plus 2 is 1 and divided by 2. So this would be the exponent or the power of y in the third term. So 1 half, and again this is divided by 1 half, and plus the constant of integration c. So we can rewrite the first term as 1 half times y squared plus, so our second term is composed of a denominator that is a fraction. So the rule in division of fraction, we have to invert the divisor and proceed to multiplication. So we have 4 times inverting this divisor, we have 2 over 3 and proceed to multiplication, and times y to the power 3 halves minus, again we have a fractional denominator, so we have to invert it and multiply and proceed to multiplication. So we have 2 over 1 y to the 1 half, then plus c, or this is 1 half y squared plus 8 over 3 y to the 3 halves minus 6 y to the 1 half, then plus c. Or you can also rewrite this as 1 half y squared plus 8 over 3 square root of y cubed minus 6 times square root of y and plus c. So you can have either this one as your final answer, or this one. So they're just the same. Okay? So I hope you understand. This is a very basic, and the solution that is shown to you is really a very simple and detailed and step by step. Good luck.